us, the Fresh Maker.
Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way.
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8th electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11th electoral votes, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
Damn it, I did it. I was muted. Make America great again. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome into CobraCast 199. The celebration shades are on, and we have a lot to talk about tonight. I am very confused about everything that's happening right now, and there's a lot of layers to this story surrounding President Trump and the New York trial and the judge and a cousin that's made a comment, and people are calling for mistrial. We got the celebration shades on just for that. I saw someone said, is he going to mute himself? And I told myself, I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to mute myself. And I still muted myself. So there you go. So I still screwed it up. But hello, everyone. Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, and I'm happy to see all of you here tonight on a Friday night. And yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Rumble. We are live on Kick. We are live on Twitter. That's right. And I do have to give a big shout out to Rumble. Rumble has actually been working with me on getting sponsorship stuff lined up. Like, I've obviously been really reluctant to do sponsorship over the years, but it's time to embrace that. We want to move forward. I've told you guys already, I've rejected a couple of them. I can't be too picky on this, but there's certain things that I'm just like, I can't promote that. Like, I just can't. And but I am working with them. We've been in communication all week long, so I have nothing to promote tonight except for myself, so don't worry. But I just wanted to give that shout out. It's been years. I've been very reluctant, but I'm going to. The fact that they're working with us is kind of cool, and I've even probably made their job a lot harder because I've been so adamant about these things. But it is what it is. But all right, mute away, Jeremy. Mute away, says Hugo. Yes. But yeah, we do have a lot to talk about in terms of this New York thing. This whole thing dropped while I was on Friday Night Tights, and I still don't know what to make of it. I don't trust it, by the way, okay? I don't trust what I'm hearing from the judge, but it's a strange story. It's a strange story. I also saw Sully Bach in the chat, and he was crying about me. I don't understand why. I even messaged Sully Bach on Twitter like a month or two ago or whatever, asking him like, dude, what's up? Because like Sully was always like cool with me, and then he got mad at me. I'm like, what's going on, brother? We good? And he's still upset about something, I guess. I don't know. Tweeted Tone says, Fortnite? You want Fortnite? I don't know. If this stream goes well enough, we will consider Fortnite. Okay, we will consider Fortnite over on my D-Day Cobra 199 channel. But let me catch a few of these super chats. Defending Truth for 2 says 40 chess moved by MAGA juror, leak verdict beforehand. Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. Let's see. Gerald Armstrong says Dave Smith is getting destroyed by Andrew Wilson in real time. I don't know a lot about Andrew Wilson, but I've heard he's a really good debater. He's really good. I can't say I know a lot about him, but I've heard that he can really pick you apart in a one-on-one debate. So 903 Zodak says, let's see, becomes a new member. Welcome in, sir. Thank you. Kate T says, Trump 2024, make weirdos cry again. Bradley Scott says, does Trump prefer bluegill or crappie? Speaking of, Jeremy, fishing video, hashtag make angling great again. Thank you, Bradley Scott. Felon 0047, watermelon head, Adam Schiff. I don't know how his neck holds his head up. Alex of the Mountain says Obama will go down as the first gay president in history. Californians for Trump 2024, more and USA. Baked Ewok says celebration pipe is lit. Puff Puff 199 baby. Stone Farmer says just got promoted to store manager. Will make enough to repay for all the gifties I've been gifted. Look at that. Well, congratulations on your promotion. As a former retail worker myself, I totally understand how important that is. So congratulations, Stone Farmer, indeed. Celluloid Dream says, Jeremy, you should get a sausage sponsorship. Textmaster over on Rumble for 10 says, the black pill in this is that it could be a ploy to declare a mistrial and then retry Trump to keep him from campaigning even longer. Hail the 199. Happy June, and Jeremy is a fig lover. B. Barrett for 2, popping in for a few minutes to call you a fig before I head to work. Can I get a swig? Yes, swig of water from the 199 G.I. Joe Working Man cup. Swig of water to the working man out there, man. And then we've got... let's see, Jeremy, any chance you can read my letter tonight? I actually have your stuff. I did open your P.O. box, PJ. Super awesome. Trump hat, Trump thermos, and a nice letter. Thank you so much, PJ. Super, super awesome of you. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry I didn't get to do it on the stream. I don't really like doing that on streams, but I was going to try to do it, but we never could get it lined up. But yes, I appreciate the care package. It's super, super sweet. Let's go to the chat really quick here. Crimson Raptor says the judge was corrupt from the start. Why he think he'd do the honorable thing now? And that's what I don't understand. So this whole thing, let's talk about it. Let me go ahead and catch everybody up. We've got almost 2,000 people here already. Thank you guys so much for being here. But this whole thing is very, very strange to me. So we've got this video. Let's just go to this video from Greg Kelly right here. Okay, so this is what kind of got everything started.
It's Friday night. Hi, it's Friday night, and we just got a letter from Judge Merchan, who presided over that fake trial against Trump. And this letter indicates that there may have been jury misconduct. And if this is the case, we may have a mistrial very, very soon. It may or may not work out that way, but this letter is a big deal that the judge put it out. And the fake news is not talking about a word of it. They covered every little stupid development in this dumb case. And this potential game changer that could kill the case, it's like the Soviet Union. It's like Russia. It really is crazy. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
So there's a lot to go over with this, because when I first saw it, I felt like this is just probably a troll. But the fact that the judge actually addressed this, the same judge that has given us this corrupt case that has been a laughingstock, a kangaroo court, now suddenly this judge wants to take a Facebook comment seriously, which I would imagine they already know if it's a troll or if it's really a member of the family. But it's so strange. So like right here, there are two different screenshots. So we have this one right here. This is the one that I think was released, if I'm not mistaken. This is from Michael Anderson. My cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Thank you, folks, for all of your hard work. That was the day before the announcement of the verdict, that they came to the verdict. But there's another screenshot right here, and it says, thank you for all of your hard, I'm assuming, work against the MAGA crazies. So that part was left out of the screenshot that was released by, according to what I understand, the judge. This is fucking wild. This thing makes no sense at all. No sense at all. Now, we have a comment from this Michael Anderson person, which I'm going to show that to you right here. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was from ALX. Yes, right here. So this is the guy right here. This is from Michael Anderson. Take it easy. I'm a professional shit poster. Definition in, internet culture, shit posting, trash posting, talking about what a shit poster is. That was his response. If it's that easy to get a response out of somebody like this, why did the court respond so formally to this? Why did the court and the judge respond so formally? And I know that there's a perspective to go, okay, on one side of it, well, the judge doesn't want to show any bias. He's shown bias the whole damn time. He's been showing bias. He's never cared about showing bias. And they got the conviction that they wanted. So why now do you need to not show bias? This makes no sense. The only logical explanation, in my humble hillbilly Alabama, Florabama opinion, is that they want to utilize this to start this sham all over again so they can continue to bog Trump down with more legalities and keep him off the campaign trail. That's what the only logical answer is, because they're idiots if they responded to a troll post. There's no way that they just bit this hard. It's the internet. People make stupid comments every day on the internet. People are always trolling. People are always saying, my friend's cousin's nephew's sister's uncle's wife's nephew was a juror and they know this. Like, that's something everybody fucking says. Everybody says that. I gotta take the sunglasses off. I don't want to do this whole stream with the sunglasses. But yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me that we're going through this. This makes absolutely no sense. Something else is going on, in my opinion. Now, there's more. There's more. Okay. So then we've got, all right, here we go. Right here. The alleged cousin of a juror made the comment on May 20th saying Trump would be convicted tomorrow, May 21, but Trump was convicted on May 30th. Am I reading this right? So much weird stuff going on around this story that I don't truly know what to make of it. Here's Valuetainment, Patrick Bet David. If you ever get jury duty, don't tell your cousin about the verdict a day before it's announced, especially on Facebook. We've got, here's, I think this is Newsmax right here.
Folks, major breaking news on the Trump verdict out of the rotten apple. A New York Supreme Court has just notified, or the New York Supreme Court has just notified Judge Juan Merchan that someone identifying themselves as the cousin of one of the jurors posted to the court's Facebook page that Trump was going to be found guilty. This happened one day before the verdict was announced. Folks, major.
This just doesn't make sense to me. None of this makes sense. None of this is adding up at all. Now, we've got, I think Colin Rugg put this out. Okay, so right here. This is from Colin Rugg. The man, Michael Anderson, was mentioned by Judge Juan Merchan in his letter to both parties in the New York trial, appears to be a troll. The Facebook profile, believed to be the man who made the comment about having inside information on the Trump trial, says he's transabled and a professional shitposter. He also uploaded a photo on June 1 of him in a, oh my God, Jesus. Multiple screenshots are going around of Anderson saying he had inside information of the case because his cousin is a juror. The Trump legal team is currently investigating the matter. What in the hell is happening right now? How did they not find this out before the judge sends this out on a Friday, by the way, which a Friday at what, 5 or 6 p.m., which everybody knows in the media, that's where you want a story to die. But in the social media age, people are going to talk about it all weekend long. People are going to go crazy over this all weekend long. So what exactly is going on here? I have no idea. This is a wild, wild story. And I don't know what to believe, but I don't believe that they have any good intentions through all of this. I don't believe that at all. I don't think there's any good intentions from the court or this judge. He's already proven that. He's proven that they don't care about the legal process. They don't care about being respected. They don't care about any of this. So now, post-conviction, as Trump is continuing to crush it in the polls and fundraise and raise $400 million post-conviction, to me, this, again, in my humble hillbilly Alabama, Florabama opinion, this is about dragging Trump back into court. That's the most logical answer that I can find, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's what I see. It's absolutely insane. Brad Mann says, this sounds to me, this is for $9.99. Thank you, Brad Mann. Says, it sounds to me like they had this planned all the time to get this to get out of this case in case finding Trump guilty backfired on them. Maybe. It's hard to understand it. Let's see. Is it Hemorrhoid Hurts for $7.99? Says played Modern Warfare 3 first in ages since Mercs. 30 minutes later, now a 14-day comms ban. I need a safe space for my toxicity. So you played the recent Modern Warfare 3. I tried to play Modern Warfare 3 like a week ago just to see. I have not played it at all, really. And I hated it. I really didn't like it. It's really bad. Black Ops Cold War is still good, but Modern Warfare 3 is bad. It's really bad. The multiplayer was just dog shit. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand to play it. Vlad for $1.99 says, Jeremy, if Trump wins, would you take a swig of beer? I would not take a swig of beer. I would take a swig of water, but I wouldn't take a swig of beer. There is not a force on this planet that will get me to drink alcohol. Let's see here. Got that one. Yeah, that the Crimson Raptors, Crimson Raptors super chat makes the most sense though. The judge was corrupt from the start. Why they think he'd do the honorable thing now? Exactly. That just none of this adds up. Katrina VR says judge could be removed and previous cases investigated if he hid something like this. Judge is just in self-preservation mode over a technicality. And this story doesn't go away. They're going to have to make some type of explanation. But this story being part of the news cycle all weekend is only good for Trump. That's what I don't understand. Him sending the letter out is basically validating the speculation on this. It's one thing if you're just speculating on this story. Oh, well, is this a shit poster or whatever? The judge validated it by his actions, which makes it better for Trump, which makes me think that there's something else that they have planned out. They can't have, you're basically giving Trump all weekend of positive press, doubts in the general public's mind to go, oh my goodness, this case is facing a mistrial. This case, the jurors, there was a corruption. It was rigged. Trump was right. It's a whole weekend of Trump getting good PR over what appears to be a Facebook troll. So weird. The chat says, what if this is a backtrack after the backlash? Maybe. I don't think that this is an innocent, random thing. I don't think this is a nothing burger. I think that, how do I formulate this? I don't think it's a nothing burger from a perspective of, I think that there's a reason that they're putting this out there. I don't think we know the reason why, but I think that there's a nothing burger in terms of any juror tampering or anything like that. I don't think that that's really... I genuinely believe that it was a shit poster, but I'm curious as to why the judge has taken it so seriously and sent this letter out. That's what confuses me. Mark of Reality for 5 says they need to investigate this shit poster, haul him in for deposition, then possibly shit, it moved on me. Hang on. Let me go back to it. Then possibly the prospective cousin and possibly other jurors. They are not going to have already voted on it too early. And he says a jury normally deliberates in secret, but they also have to enforce the laws of jury conduct. Yeah, it's none of this is adding up right now. The reaction has been wild on social media. I saw that Clay Travis had retweeted or tweeted about it right here. Wow, a person claiming to be the cousin of a juror posted the day before the conviction on the court's Facebook page that Trump was getting convicted. If this is confirmed, the case would likely be a mistrial. Quite the Friday news dump. I just don't believe it. I believe it. Now this is what Judge Merchan sent out. The judge sent this letter out. And right here it is. Dear counsel, today the court became aware of a comment that was posted on the Unified Court System's public Facebook page, and which I now bring to your attention. In the comment, the user Michael Anderson states, my cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Thank you folks for all of your hard work. The comment, now labeled as 1 week old, responded to a routine UCS notice. It's just... We're supposed to believe that now you're worried about all of this? Not buying it. But what do you think, chat? What is your best speculation on this? What do you think's going on? I think the most logical answer is that Donald Trump, that they want to get him off the campaign trail. Isn't he supposed to be in Vegas this weekend? And since I'm not going to Dallas, maybe I'll be able to do a reaction. I'm not going to Dallas, by the way. I don't know if you guys heard that on Friday Night Tights, but I just can't get away for the Dallas meetup, so my apologies on that. But if there's going to be a Vegas rally this weekend, I can react to that. I think that's on Sunday, right? If I'm not mistaken. So we can totally do that. Another distraction. It's definitely, but again, what's the distraction? What's the distraction? That's what I don't understand. Trump has an entire weekend of positive press right now. All of this looks good for him. All of this. None of this looks bad for him. All of this looks good for him. Josh, 316 for 20. Says, to be honest, if any of this is true or not, it is one thing. But if it can be proven that it influenced the judge or jury in any way, then it can be a mistrial. Interesting. Okay, that's an interesting point. Yeah, the backlash comment is interesting from the chat. Super chat said, is this a response to all the backlash? Because maybe the judge thinks that I have fucked up so bad, and once this does get reversed, once it hits the higher courts, it's just going to make me look bad. But again, you knew that the whole time anyway. And that's corrupt. That just makes the corruption even worse. Like, you're just digging the hole even deeper and even deeper at that point in time. What a weird scenario. The Drunken Sailor says, I believe this is the way the Democrats can get their conviction and now say Trump only got off on it from a technicality. So this would be, so you would get the PR of calling him a felon. You would then be able to reverse it because of a technicality, but you would leave it in the minds of everybody else that he's still a convicted felon. Because ultimately, it would be worse if higher courts actually reversed the decision. That would actually be worse. But it would be better to get the conviction and then be able to promote him as a convicted felon, even if only for a few days. But then because of a technicality, it gets overrun or overruled to a mistrial. But that's better than the appeals courts overturning it, I guess. I mean, again, we're talking about people that literally shut down the entire world and made everybody wear face diapers. They're pretty much capable of anything. They're pretty much capable of anything. Let me see where we're at. Ira Brownridge says the case was a mistrial before they started. Never actually had any charges till the closing arguments. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing's been an absolute joke. So again, we are live on YouTube. We are live on Rumble. We are live on Twitter, and we are live on Kick. Wherever you choose to be watching, we appreciate that. Thank you guys so very much. Let's see. CG87343 says, don't think the judge cares, and if left only to him, this wouldn't have been public. Disclosed only because he had to or else face investigation. Just a thought. Looks good for 45, so it makes no sense. It does. It does look good. It looks very good for Donald Trump right now. Everything about this situation looks good for Donald Trump, which makes me question every single thing about it, because I'm like, there is no way that they just want Trump to have a full weekend of good PR. None at all. Right here, I just ran into President Trump, Alina Habba, backstage at the Reawaken America tour, and she confirmed the letter is real. This letter comes from Judge Juan Merchan. It claims that a family member of the juror posted, my cousin is a juror, blah, blah, blah. So this could be grounds for a mistrial, potentially. It's being treated seriously. This would be a massive win for internet trolls everywhere if this happens. If this actually reaches to the top of the court system that tried to take President Trump down, and it all gets overturned over a fucking troll. Holy shit. Wouldn't that be the greatest thing ever? Wouldn't that be the greatest thing ever? Just all of this plotting and all of this shit to try to take Trump down, and it all gets overturned because some random dude was a Facebook troll. That would be amazing. Swig of water to the trolls out there. Daisy Cobra Star says, why not? It happened with the Johnny Depp case too. What specifically happened in the Johnny Depp case? Because I didn't follow that case. That was algorithm gold for a lot of people. I just think Johnny Depp's a piece of shit. And I think Amber Heard's a piece of shit. Amber Heard's a bigger piece of shit, literally and figuratively. But I remember Johnny Depp saying that he wanted to, joked about assassinating President Trump. So I'm a fan of Johnny Depp the actor. I'm not a fan of Johnny Depp the person. After his joke about how he wanted to assassinate President Trump. But I don't know what technicality happened in that case that is similar to this, but I'd like to know if somebody can inform me. Swig of water for the meme lord, says Tom McD. I agree. All right, let's see what you guys are saying really quick. Damn it, where did it go? Jumped around on me. Let me pull the doc up that I got our boy Jed working on. Lean back, have a snack, take a nap for two, says screw Fortnite, play Helldivers instead. I'm going to be honest, I like Fortnite more than Helldivers. I like Helldivers, but I like Fortnite more. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. Is that SC Loki for $1? Thank you so much. I got the $7.99 one there. Felon 0047. I think this is nothing more than a CYA tactic. The chat, I got that one. Commander 062. They declare a mistrial. They don't dismiss the case and have a retrial to keep him from campaigning. Dude, like, how is this possible in the United States of America? How is this possible? I just don't understand it. How is this possible? There's no way that they're going to be able to get away with that. But I guess because of how the system is built in New York, they can. Because I would sit here and say there's no way they could get away with what they're doing now. But they are. They have. And there's nothing anybody can do to stop them. Well, I mean, eventually, but not right now. The G.I. Joe demo came out today. The side-scroller, I'll have to check that one out. I'm looking forward to that G.I. Joe game. So just the demo came out. I will be playing that. I'll check that out. I'm looking forward to that game. Pippy498 says, maybe the profile was changed after someone pointed out it was against the law to make it look like he was a troll. Potentially. Really Now says, wait, you can stream live on Rumble and YouTube? I thought that destroys your channel. Huh. I don't say that. Other wonderful people say that. Yeah, I've never bought into that at all. I think that's a really dumb excuse. I think that putting your content on as many platforms as possible, I'm all about people just having choices. I don't care where you watch me, as long as you enjoy watching and and the point is to make the experience as enjoyable as possible while you're watching. So whether that's on Twitter, whether that's on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, maybe we can even start going back to Odyssey, and I don't even know where else you can really stream. Maybe I guess Facebook. Would I stream to Facebook? Who cares? I mean, there's a lot of people on Facebook. A lot of people on Facebook, regardless. But I personally just I don't use Facebook. I don't use Facebook at all. There was everybody's talking about this. Also, we have to talk about this really quickly. Very sad news, and while it's sad, it's the reality of where we are right now. And this is not a coincidence, by the way. This is all planned, all right? All of this is planned. Trying to find the tweet that I was saved to talk about this. Right here. All right. So, sad news. Alex Jones to liquidate assets to pay off $1.5 billion Sandy Hook judgment. Now, obviously, this is bullshit for anybody that's paying attention. And we all saw this a mile away. Alex Jones was the first person that they targeted with the censorship. And first they came for Alex Jones, then they came for everyone else. And the Quartering had a good tweet about this. 5 months before the election, they convict Trump on bogus charges. They jail Steve Bannon. They force Alex Jones to sell InfoWars. But yeah, nothing at all is going on. That says it right there. This is not a coincidence. None of this is a coincidence. This is all exactly as they have been planning this out. Trump, they could have put him on trial the day after he wasn't president anymore, and they waited. They specifically waited until the year of the election for all of this shit to start in order to stop him. And how people don't see that, I don't fucking know. I don't know how people are that retarded to not see exactly what's going on. Same with Alex Jones. They didn't take Alex Jones down until the election year. Steve Bannon has to go to prison 5 months before the election. It's insane. It's absolutely disgusting. But that's, we heard Alex Jones talking about, the last few days. We've heard Alex Jones. We saw him break down, and they are targeting him to destroy him. And again, it's what I've said many times. Like, if they can take Trump down, they can take anybody down. That's why I don't really care about anybody's politics. If they're not supporting Trump, like, I just dismiss you. Like, Trump is that's the hill to die on. Like, I don't care what your individual politics are. If you're not supporting Trump, you're supporting the fall of America, in my opinion. That's what you're doing. That's the difference right there. Like when Trump showed up to the Libertarian National Convention and they just made a fool of themselves, they just showed everybody how retarded they are when that happened. They all just showed everybody how retarded they were when they did that. It's like that group of people could absolutely, look how much your life has changed since Joe Biden took over. How much has your life changed? A lot. My life has changed a lot, and it's not for the better. It's all for the worse. The Joe Biden administration has fundamentally changed everyone's life for the worse. For the worse. It's terrible. Conservative Mama says both parties suck. Well, I agree both parties suck, but I'm not part of either party. I'm a Trumplican. I'm a Donald Trumplican. That's it. That's where I stand. Josh 316 for 20 says, listen, even if he paid that skank in hush money, I'd still vote for him. My prez is a hustler. Hell yeah. Trump is a hustler. Dude, again, man, like, trying to convince people like Donald Trump is, like, again, me as somebody, I grew up in the 80s. My first time, the first time I remember hearing of Donald Trump was, I want to say WrestleMania 5, because that was, I believe that was in Atlantic City. That was Hulk Hogan versus the Macho Man. The mega powers explode, okay? I was a Hulkamaniac. Donald Trump owned the hotel casino where they had WrestleMania 5, all right? I remember Trump, and my memory of it is Donald Trump, they were showing him on camera, and it was like, I was just like, that's the richest man in the world, that's Donald Trump, and he's surrounded by hot women, and they're like, yeah, he's the guy that owns this place, that's billionaire Donald Trump, or whatever they were introducing him. And from that point forward, the idea that I had of Trump was Donald Trump is very rich, he's very famous, and he likes a lot of attractive women. So fast forward to when he becomes president, and then they go, Donald Trump said, grab them by the pussy and they'll like you, or you can do whatever you want with money. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. I can believe Trump said that. Well, that's bad. I mean, it's Trump. Of course Trump said that. Well, Donald Trump slept with porn stars. Yeah, okay. I expect that. I expect Donald Trump to sleep with models and porn stars because he's Donald fucking Trump. That doesn't hurt Trump's image in my mind because this is who Donald Trump is. I would only be disappointed if you told me Donald Trump wasn't the playboy that he perceived himself to be. At that point, that's where you're compromising Trump. It's like, no, Trump's actually not the guy that he perceived himself to be. It's just like, you're making him sound cool as hell, man. You're making him sound cool as hell. You have made Trump the coolest guy there is. So, yeah, all of those accusations about him doing this and him doing that, like, okay. Like, ultimately, I don't really give a shit what you do with your personal life. Doesn't matter to me. It truly doesn't matter. Now, if you portray yourself as, like, something and then you turn out to be something completely different, that's a little jarring for people. But ultimately, I don't think that highly of like human beings in general and thinking that they're not flawed, because I know that I'm flawed. I know that every other human is flawed. We all have flaws, and those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. And I don't recall Trump ever preaching about how he's better than everyone and how you have to be this. He was like, he owned who he was, which is why people connect with him, because he was authentic. Like, yeah, he was this billionaire. Yeah, he flew in private jets and he lived in buildings made of gold, but he was relatable because he was authentic. That's it. That's all it was. So anyway, it is what it is. Let me see here. All right, where are we at, ladies and gentlemen? Rob499, thank you. Cobra Kai L199 says, 199 super chat roll call. Rep your spot. Hail from Vermont. Look at that. One more time. Cobra Kai L199 for $9.99. He's calling you out, chat. He says 199 super chat roll call. Rep your spot. Hail from Vermont. Hail from Vermont. Thank you. You remember back in the day on Geeks and Gamers when we closed the stream out, I got everybody to say like where they're from. We need to bring that back. Lord Botha says it does not get overturned because of a troll. They might use this for the new internet regulation legislation. That's a concern. Dirty 330 says a dirty, let's see, 330 from a dirty 330. Felon 47, let's fucking go. I was reading that one slow because I didn't know what I was reading. It is the internet. The Magna Defender to the mainstream media, COVIDs is over. People are done with a 4-year-old cold. No pokes, no more mandates, no more face napkins. Move on. You're boring. I have learned on the internet, and thank you for that 5. I have learned on the internet, like earlier on Friday Night Tights, we pulled up a picture. I don't know. It was an ass. And, there was I think it was a Death Star tattoo on it. I have learned to not react to a random image of a body in any way, shape, or form until you get it confirmed, because I am not going to, the internet has scarred me, and I've seen so many people get tricked. They're like, damn, look at that booty. Oh, no. Be patient, my young Padawans, okay? Patience. All right, sometimes you might be looking at a dude and you want to be careful, okay? It's just friendly advice, all right? You might be seeing a dude, so don't react. Take some time and find out, confirm what you're looking at first, because the internet's a very scary place. Johnny the Whiz Kid says, Jeremy, give Alex a spot at your company. Yeah? I think Crowder's got him covered, and Crowder has a lot more money than me, so I think Crowder's got him covered. Minnesota Knows says that North Alabama. Hell yeah. Baked Ewok says smoking it up from the KC199. Ira Brown Ridge says, I don't know how to say that. Somewhere in Michigan, though. How do you say that? Brad Mann from Buffalo, New York. Hashtag Bills Mafia 199. And then we've got a 20 from Lands something Zax. The whole case is a grounds for dismissal. The Supreme Court of the state or federal should step in and dismiss the entire case. This should be more important than any case. Criminals can wait. They are not important right now. Well, that's the way I look at this. I know there's due process. I know there's a process that has to happen. But the process has gone out the window for this Donald Trump case, all right? The process has gone out the window. Every normal standard and normal procedure has gone out the window. So the response should equal the case that we just went through. And in that stance, this is the front runner for the Republic, or this is the front runner for President of the United States and a former president. This sets a terrible precedent for our country moving forward. This sets a really bad precedent. And that's what needs to be acknowledged right now. Yes, people need to step in, whether that's the New York Supreme Court, whether that's the Maine Supreme Court. Like, somebody needs to step in and handle this, because the governor of New York's not going to step in, because we know the governor of New York is part of this, which is the point is from what I understand, I don't think Joe Biden or the Biden administration, I don't think the Biden administration can pardon Trump on this case, but Biden can tell Hochul to pardon him. He's not going to. Not going to, but he can't, from what I understand. Batman11C says, happy Friday night, gentlemen. What I'm thinking is that the judge is covering his ass after finding out this information, because when the Trump gets elected, dozens of federal investigations will be started. That could be it. I mean, they could be looking at this, because look at the polls right now. The polls for Donald Trump are just dumb. And I mean that in a positive way. All right? I mean that in a positive way. Let me see if I can find right here. That's not the one I was looking for. There was another one. Even like the betting market, Trump is just dominating the betting market. He's just dominating. He's up 21 points right now. 21 points. This is insane. This is the betting market, though. These are not polls. These are the betting market. The polls are much closer, but this is the betting market and their predictions. And I think that they thought this was going to have a worse effect on Trump, but he raised $400 million. $400 million. And literally the polls didn't change anywhere. They're still within the margin of error. There was no bump for Joe Biden. None. And all Joe Biden did is pooped his pants, apparently. I know there's a lot of speculation. Did he or didn't he? I don't know if he actually pooped his pants. And I saw a lot of people. So I made a video on that particular topic the other day here on this channel. And I had a lot of people who were like questioning. They're like, I can't believe you did this. There's more context to this. All of that. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, fuck context. These motherfuckers just put President Trump. They've arrested him 4 different times and they convicted him. I miss me with your, I need to give them the proper context or be fair to them. I don't need to do anything. Like, I saw a video and I reacted to the video online. It's simple as that. Joe Biden come out today and say, I didn't poop my pants. I wish he would. I wish Joe Biden would come out right now and say, I did not poop my pants. All right, done. And then we'll laugh about that. We will laugh our asses off. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if he did that? By the way, I love this tweet right here. This man defies physics. What is he doing right here? What is this? What is this, Trump? And then he's doing the smooth criminal right here. This is such a weird way to stand. Oh, by the way, he had a video. Let me see if I can find this really quick. Was it? Let me go to my bookmarks. Bookmarks. So many bookmarks. Now, this is, you remember the crowd? There's everybody was jumping on the banned TikTok bandwagon. I have never been on the banned TikTok bandwagon. Never. I've always thought that was a retarded idea for several different reasons. But mainly it's just like, I don't think that if you give them the power to ban one thing that you don't like, they'll just ban every fucking thing. Charlie Kirk has been on the banned TikTok bandwagon. Now suddenly Charlie Kirk makes this video with Trump, I guess yesterday?
President, we're on TikTok. What is your message to younger voters right now?
Well, the big message is vote for Trump. We're going to make our country greater than ever before. We had something going that was incredible and just horrible what's happened. This is the worst president in history, Joe Biden. And you look at it, even as a representative, he goes over to France and something happened that was not good. I don't know what it is.
He's talking about the poop. Trump is talking about the poop.
And you look at it, even as a representative, he goes over to France and something happened that was not good. I don't know what it is.
Something happened that's not good. I don't know what it is. One more time.
And you look at it, even as a representative, he goes over to France and something happened that was not good. I don't know what it is. But we're going to make our country greater than ever before, and I appreciate all your support.
Thank you. And you'll never ban TikTok, that's for sure.
I will never ban TikTok.
Thank you.
Dude, him saying that, him saying he will never ban TikTok, that's going to win the younger voters right there.
Never before, and I appreciate all your support.
Thank you. And you'll never ban TikTok, that's for sure.
I will never ban TikTok.
Thank you.
There you go. So that was a pretty good video right there. Also, there was a massive anti-Trump failure today. All right, like why are leftists so fucking retarded? So California Democrats made an inflatable chicken balloon to mock Trump. Okay, and it backfired. Of course it backfired. Every time leftists do this, it backfires. So the inflatable chicken backfires.
The Trump chicken balloon also made an appearance in the Bay to greet him. Now, this time it was wearing a black and white striped jumpsuit on the back of a boat. But the people who put it up ran into some trouble. The winds were so strong that they had issues inflating it and keeping the poultry prisoner upright.
So there's a couple of things here. Number one, the chicken looked cool as hell. All right? The chicken looked cool. So it backfired on them. Secondly, it's exactly hail the lore. The left can't meme. This is a classic example of the left can't meme. One more time. Bunch of idiots.
The Trump chicken balloon also made an appearance in the Bay to greet him. Now, this time it was wearing a black and white striped jumpsuit on the back of a boat. But the people who put it up ran into some trouble. The winds were so strong that they had issues inflating it and keeping the poultry prisoner upright.
Every time these idiots fall flat on their face, they're trying to use this to hurt Trump and make him look bad. They end up making themselves look stupid. And we all just go, well, that's pretty cool. I want one. I want one. It's absolutely amazing. It's amazing watching the backfires. Holy shit. Let's see where we're at. Minnesota Knows says it is a distraction. It would be to get Biden's D-Day thing and or Hunter's criminal trial out of the news. Also, my snow mountain smells amazing. Just being very careful. I know exactly what the troll is there. I just wanted to read it to make sure I wasn't getting twisted up on anything else. Aided Clock for 10 says the account has the account has to be telling the truth. I would know my second cousin's dog works for Facebook. Just kidding. What's up, man? Who is that just dropped those gifted memberships? Is that Emilio? Let's see. Looks like Emilio's profile picture. Emilio for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, brother. 8 o'clock says Manhattan, Kansas. I stand with Butker. Go Chiefs. Hell yeah, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. 8 o'clock. Over on Rumble, we've got JDE Corey says this show is always sponsored. It is sponsored by the chat, ya pig. See you tomorrow. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, you won't see me tomorrow. I'm not going to make it. I'm not making it Dallas. But the chat is always sponsored here for sure. But I'm not going to be in Dallas. But G&G will be there. Geeks and Gamers will be there. Don't worry. All right. Mod Eric says, could the judge be releasing this so he does not get recalled for gross misconduct in the case? Maybe. It's just so weird because it's like, well, look how far you've already done. Like, I don't know how this reverses any of the other corruption that's been done. I mean, to me, it doesn't add up. JDE Corey says there are 400 million reasons to try and get a mistrial on this case. The courts of New York City didn't expect the backlash against NYC. It's been pretty bad. Trump seems to think he's got a decent shot at New York. I don't know if he does or not. PJ says, doesn't matter. A retrial will take longer. Never happened before the election. This means no gag order either. We get full campaign Trump. Woohoo! Let's hope so. Textmaster, the fact that the judge edited the post to take out the crazier wording makes me think he wants this to be taken seriously. Hail the 199. Jeremy is the fig master. And again, for people that might have missed that, there's two different screenshots going around. And one of them makes it look like it's just this whole thing is. Here we go, right here. There's two different screenshots going around. You got one, this one, and this looks like this should be taken seriously. My cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Thank you, folks, for all of your hard work. They've clearly seen the original, which here's the original. Thank you for all of your hard work against the MAGA crazies. My cousin is a juror on Trump's criminal case, and they're going to convict him tomorrow, according to her. Thank you, New York courts. Why remove that? There's no doubt, there's no doubt that you are looking into this before you announce it publicly. Like, you don't just respond to every single freaking comment on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. It's very strange. Those are two different threads? What do you mean? I thought the way Facebook comments worked was like they have, so I haven't spent much time on Facebook, but from what I understood, like the, it's May 20th, May 29. Well, hang on. Because don't Facebook comments, like, they're jacked up now. They have they have the most relevant, but then they have the one with the most interactions. It's all weird now. So I'm not sure. So are you saying that is you're saying that is two different screenshots? Is that what she's saying? These are two different screenshots. Okay. So you're saying it didn't get edited out. All right, well, that makes sense too then. This whole thing, none of this makes sense, but this still is proper context to understand that this still discredits this person as being a concerned person. So regardless if it was edited or not edited, it's still two different comments that were made by the same person showing that this person's out to troll. That's what that comment would lead me to believe, the one on the right anyway. It's not Facebook anymore. It's called Meta. I mean, I'm never going to call that Meta, just like I'm never going to call Twitter X. So, is it really called Meta? Facebook's called Meta now? I use Facebook Messenger. I don't use regular Facebook. Although I do see, like, we have this Geeks and Gamers group over there. And let's see. Hang on, I'm reading the comment. I imagine he responded twice to the same post, but I just wanted you guys to be aware that there are two of them circulating. Okay, here, so let's look at the comments here. I think this is planned to keep us distracted. So this is the Michael Anderson. Take it easy, I'm a professional shit poster. So he's actually now making it worse than it is to justify a mistrial. Look at the top of each screenshot, two different dates, so different posts, just saying similar things. Sounds like the guy knew what he was talking about and couldn't keep his own mouth shut. Looks credible to me, but who knows? Again, the only reason this is being treated seriously is because the judge released a statement on it. Not release a statement, like sent it to the Trump campaign and wanted the media to be aware of this. And everybody is commenting on it. And again, we'll go back to Greg Kelly's response really quick for those that didn't hear this. Here we go.
Hi, it's Friday night, and we just got a letter from Judge Merchan, who presided over that fake trial against Trump. And this letter indicates that there may have been jury misconduct And if this is the case, we may have a mistrial very, very soon. It may or may not work out that way, but this letter is a big deal that the judge put it out. And the fake news is not talking about a word of it. They covered every little stupid development in this.
That's true. Every little thing that has ever happened in this case, the mainstream media jumps on it. But the moment that there's a news story circulating that might make President Trump look good, they ignore it completely. They ignore it completely.
Dumb case. And this potential game changer that could kill the case, it's like the Soviet Union. It's like Russia. It really is crazy. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
What a weird scenario this is. So that's the latest. That's all we really know. And right now, everybody's talking about it. It's all over social media. This is dominating the discussion right now, and it's probably going to dominate the weekend because the narrative is right now, the narrative is that there's going to be a mistrial. That's the narrative. I don't know if I believe that, but that's what the discussion is online, and it's going to continue through the weekend. Mistrial. It's rigged, everybody. It's rigged, yada, yada, yada. That's what everybody's going to be saying. All right. Looking to see. Is this it? Oh, yeah. Did you guys hear about this? So this billionaire endorsed President Trump yesterday. It was a long, like this guy is, I don't know much about this guy, David Sachs, but he's a billionaire, and he made this long post thread about why he's supporting President Trump. And Elon Musk responded to it. And I think this is a big move right here because this guy apparently is not a typical Republican. From what I understand, he's not typically somebody you would think would be supporting MAGA.
It's a fascinating story. Donald Trump picking up money and support from Silicon Valley, of all places. Joining us now, investor and entrepreneur, Mr. David Sachs, co-founder of Kraft Ventures. David, thank you for coming on the show. I'm Larry Kudlow. Greetings. I want to read you. This is just a little bit of fun, but I'll get your take. One of our digital stars, Brooke Singman, interviewed Mr. Trump, and the headline read, "Trump touts Silicon Valley support, says tech leaders can't relate to low IQ Biden. I have a high IQ, period," end quote. What's
That's the most Trump thing ever, dude. Fucking Trump.
What do you make of that, Mr. David Sachs? Tongue in cheek.
Well, yeah, there's an old saying, many a true word said in jest. And the president frequently says funny things, but there is a serious point to it. I think there's no comparison between the cognitive abilities of these two men. I mean, I think what we saw last night at our fundraiser for President Trump is that he was very sharp, very on the ball. He stayed for something like 4 hours. He talked to everybody, talked to the whole crowd. Everyone loved him. And then at the same time, you saw Biden at that D-Day event, and it looked like he couldn't keep up with whatever he was supposed to be doing there. So I just think there's no question about which of these men is cognitively sort of more with it and intact.
David, you reportedly raised $12 million, which is a nice piece of change. You can probably do 3 or 4 times as much in the next few months, maybe more. How many people were at your event?
We had something like 100 people there.
Right.
Larry, when we agreed to do this event, we started off, the question was whether we could just raise $5 million. And that was the goal because, as you well know, the Bay Area is sort of a liberal bastion. And so we thought that $5 million might be a big lift. But as it turns out, we got all the way to 12. And, tremendous turnout. We couldn't fit one more seat in the place. We were completely sold out. And I'll tell you, it wasn't just the enthusiasm in the room. It was also the enthusiasm outside the room. So all week, San Francisco publications have been writing about how there are going to be big protests in San Francisco because Trump was coming to town. As it turns out, hundreds of people turned out in the streets, but they were pro-Trump demonstrators, and they were welcoming his motorcade. And the number of anti-Trump protesters was just a handful of people. So even with the protesters, there was a tremendous enthusiasm gap between the pro-Trump side and the pro-Biden side. And if that's in liberal San Francisco, what does that tell you about the rest of the country?
Perfectly said. Liberal San Francisco, and you still have more Trump supporters than the anti-Trump crowd. Like, The momentum is massive right now. It's crazy. And yeah, they do feel like, I think a lot of people are starting to get really nervous. I think a lot of the people, the James Comeys of the world, I think they're getting really nervous because they feel like, holy shit, we are in serious trouble right now because this guy can't be stopped. They've thrown everything at him. They gave him a mugshot. They raided his home. They've spied on his campaign. We've arrested him 4 times. We've convicted this man, and nothing stops him. What are we going to do? There's only one answer, and a lot of people have speculated on it. I'm not going to because none of us obviously want that to happen, but it's a valid thing to bring up. That's the only thing they can do. You can't stop him. And I think that they realize that the momentum is building to a point where this is going to happen if this continues. But again, we have to pretend like it's the third quarter and we're the Patriots and we're down 28-3.
Well, we've had, similar experiences here in Blue State, New York. David, I know I hate to generalize, but what do you think some of the key issues? We've got a minute and a half or so. List a couple of the key issues that you think are moving Silicon Valley folks into the Trump camp.
Number one, the economy. I mean, the economy under Biden right now is anemic. We're down to 1.3% GDP growth. There's been a huge spike in inflation, which has eroded the purchasing power of Americans by roughly 20%. You have the fact that interest rates have skyrocketed in response to that, and that's been very bad for people who are involved in deploying risk capital. You also have foreign policy. I mean, the world was at peace under President Trump. Now it's on fire under President Biden. You have the border. I mean, we basically have had a de facto open border under President Biden. He first gaslit us by saying for 3 years there's no problem, in spite of videos showing masses of people coming across. Now he's finally signing an executive order to do something about it, but it's way too little too late. So I think all of these issues matter to not just Silicon Valley, but the whole country. And then finally, there's lawfare. I just think it's profoundly un-American to try and lock up your political opponents. We've never seen anything like this before in American history. I know my parents fled a country to come to America because they were reacting to political prosecution like that. And I think that it is really turning people all across the country against this Biden administration.
And you'll raise a couple more bucks out in Silicon Valley. That's what it sounds like. I got to jump off. I got a hard break. Silicon Valley, David Sachs, thank you, sir.
Yeah, and he gave a really good tweet the other day right here. So this whole thing is, why I'm backing President Trump, and he kind of goes through all of the points, the economy, foreign policy, Ukraine war. President Trump left office with ISIS defeated, the Abraham Accords signed, and no new wars raging on the global stage. 3.5 years later, the world is on fire. President Biden has made several strategic choices that have contributed to the situation, and he continues to go in depth on all of that. Talks about the border. He says, as an immigrant to the United States myself, I certainly believe in America's history of strengthening its ranks by welcoming talented people from other nations seeking freedom and opportunity. But the promise requires an orderly process of legal immigration that emphasizes skills and principles of American citizenship. This was the preferred policy under President Trump. He says lawfare, and he just mentioned that a little bit. And then he says, conclusion, the voters have experienced 4 years of President Trump and 4 years of Biden. In tech, we call this the A/B test with respect to economic policy, foreign policy, border policy, and legal fairness. Trump performed better. He is the president who deserves a second term. 1,000%. And I think more and more people are waking up to that reality. And let's see. All right, where are we at? Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, that's good news. You got Silicon Valley people out there just supporting Trump. Carnal for 10 says, what outcome gets Trump more support? Throwing him in jail or throwing out the case as a mistrial? Is this a desperate move by the courts and the elites because they see the major backfire? At this point, as we stand right now, I feel like him going to jail gets him more support. I mean, either answer is good for him, but I feel like him going to jail is better for Trump. Shockingly enough, I think it's close, and it could go either way, but I think that if they actually put him in jail, I think that that's better for Trump in terms of the polls and in terms of support. Shockingly enough, yeah, I think jail is better for him, and I think he knows that. And I think he's aware of that. Anthony from Member Message says, greetings from San Diego, California. November will be insane. My prayer is that this nation gets through it and we get back to being the nation the world respects. Thank you, Anthony. Wolverine Schnick says, if she has an apple, she has a banana. Josh 316 says, Trump got brought with my business partner today. He hates him, but he always agrees with me when I say we had more money in my pocket when he was prez. It's real simple, and it's true. Johnny Malkov says, I want a Trump Eagle balloon. That would be kind of cool, actually. Galaxy Express Media Drunken Emerald Arrow. I said that backwards. Drunken Emerald Arrow, formerly Galaxy Express Media. Just saying good evening in between my streams tonight. Hail the 199 and Trump 2024. Thank you so much, brother. Hope you're doing well. Mod Eric says, a California politician just tried to introduce a bill making it harder on Fredo's. His mic was turned off by the Dems, and the Dem majority speaker removed him from all committees. Vault 95 says, get Jay to invite Trump to play party animals. Vault 95 says, Jeremy, what's Trump's KD ratio in Fortnite? It's definitely the best. It's definitely the best. Some people say there's other numbers out there, but his are the best. That's how he would answer it right there. Somebody sent a super chat earlier. Says, Outlaw says, hey, Jeremy, do you take video reaction requests? Yeah, I need to set up like a better system. I was going to try to do that on geeksandgamers.com. I haven't really kept up with that one, but when the new website launches, we'll probably have something over there. But yeah, if you want to post stuff in Discord and tag me, I do need to get a better system. But yeah, I'm willing to take requests for sure, because as I've said, I'm all about being a low quality. Lowest quality, lowest form of YouTube possible. That's me. Axel Jensen says Silicon Valley, California. Mo Zamboni, Fort Mill, South Carolina. Not fig-infested Charlotte, North Carolina. Alex of the Mountain says Nevada County, California. Fuck Joe Biden. Sluggy Slurms for 2. Hail 199 from North Carolina. Goth Hannity FOMO Plush Factory. Stop talking about Acolyte. It's getting boring. Nobody cares. Well, I mean, all of my videos have gotten over 100,000 views, so somebody cares. So if I get 100,000 views on a video, I'm going to keep talking about it, because that means the audience wants to hear what I have to say. Felon 0047 says, clip that, Jeremy. Laura Lips Liquor says, not a prison suit. It's a Beetlejuice suit. Is that what it is? Fabrizio TV. Do you think if a girl farted in Ryan's mouth, he would like it? What? Weird. Tomorrow's counterattack. Yo, Gundam kind of implied New York is close to being red. Really? That's shocking, man. That's shocking if New York goes red. If it goes red, it's over. If it goes red, it's over. Pippi says the guy could be a troll and still be a relative of a juror. That's true. DM says libs from Massachusetts call invaders newcomers. Really? Well, I mean, you remember when DeSantis trolled the living hell out of them, which was funny as hell. Holy crap, man. DeSantis destroyed them. DeSantis just absolutely destroyed them when he sent all those immigrants up there to Martha's Vineyard and made them freak the hell out. It was so damn funny. It was so funny to watch that all play out. They didn't know what to do. They had no idea what to do. Let me see where we're at. That we just watched that one. So I just see this tweet from Tim Pool. So Tim Pool says, so some random poll posted nonsense. Where's the proof? Well, I mean, that's kind of what I think too, but that's really not the question. It's not the question of some random troll posted the nonsense. The question is, why did the judge respond this way? That's the important question to ask right now. Why did the judge respond this way? And that's what I don't fully understand. That's what I'm having trouble trying to process through this whole thing. Why did the judge react the way he did? That's the real question. And I don't think anyone really knows. I think there's a lot of speculation, obviously, and there should be a lot of speculation. And it's just, has Fox News actually reported on this? That would be crazy if Fox News reported on this. It doesn't look like, let's see. Nope, I don't see anything from them because, of course, Fox doesn't want to give you any positive President Trump news. Oh, by the way, the Biden campaign put this out. So the Biden campaign's really, really triggered by one particular person that's on Donald Trump's VP short list. You know who it is? Byron Donalds. The Byron Donalds. Here we go. Biden-Harris HQ. Trump VP contender Byron Donalds, I'm not going to do an apology tour for saying black families were better off under Jim Crow. They posted this. They seem to be really upset with Byron Donalds.
Joe Biden, his campaign, Democrat leadership, and the terrible press want to make an issue. They want to gaslight black people in this country. They want to make black people think in America that Republicans look at Jim Crow as it was some great time in American history. That is not true. They are gaslighting. They're lying. And so, Bill, to be blunt with you, I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm not going to go and do an apology tour. I'm going to stand up to them in the foolishness that they're trying to concoct, because what they want to see happen is black people, quote unquote, stay voting for Democrats, and they will use race, they will gaslight, they will lie, they will twist words for that to be accomplished. But I'm not going to let them twist my words. I'm going to stand up to them. Joe.
Why would you post this clip? This makes him look good. This makes him look good. How do they think that was going to help them to post this? By the way, I saw Sully in the chat says Jeremy grifted off Obama, too. I didn't have a YouTube channel when Obama was president. What the fuck are you talking about? I was busy working retail when Obama was president. If I didn't have a chance to grift off that fucker, I wish I would have. But no, I don't know how I grifted off of him when I didn't have a YouTube channel. I wasn't even an internet personality at that time. So I regret to inform you that I did not grift off him, although I would have if I was around, because I would have, towards the end of his second term, like the last 2 years, I ended up hating Obama. I was in support of Obama because I was anti-George W. Bush, because I hated George W. Bush. So I was willing to support anybody that wasn't connected to the Republican Party. And so after the Iraq wars and the Dick Cheneys and the Halliburtons and all of that shit, I hated the Republican Party and I wanted nothing to do with them. But the first time I ever voted in my life was for President Trump. That was the first time I ever voted for president, was President Trump. But, you know, it is what it is. All right. Where we see Obama promised no wars, then lied day one. He did, but he Jeremy grifted off Adam and Eve and dinosaurs and shit. Yeah, so the last 2 years of Obama's administration, it became obvious to everybody what he was all about. And again, that's what people need to worry about with Joe Biden. And it's not Joe Biden running anything, by the way. Just to be clear, Obama and the Clintons are running things, and powers that we are not even aware of, probably, but the Soroses and all of that. But Joe Biden's not running shit. So what people need to be worried about is Barack Obama played ball in his first term as president. But once that second term happened, he showed you who he really, really was. And that's what people need to be worried about with this, what could be the second term for the Biden administration. You better fucking get worried, because if you think it's bad now, if they get a second term, it's going to be insanity. absolute insanity. And that scares the living hell out of me. VHS capture for a MAGA red $100. The first MAGA red bomb of the night. Says, forget Bob, watch HBO's Generation Kill miniseries. Invasion of Iraq, and unfortunately the benchmark for our 20-year war in the Middle East. As a former United States Marine Corps infantryman, 12 to 16, it's as realistic as it gets from start to finish. Libs, don't watch it. You'll get tilted. Interesting. So Generation Kill miniseries on HBO. Thank you for the recommendation, brother. And thank you for your service as well. Appreciate that, man. Let me see. Thank you again. Satan Slayer for 10. Hey, Jeremy, good Friday Night Tights tonight. Fox talked about the juror event quite a bit tonight. They speculated the judge is trying to maybe save the case. Even if it's a troll, could kill the case. All right, thank you for the information. Do you have a clip that I can pull up? I'd love to react to that. And thank you. Appreciate that. And then Cosmic Pariah, 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. We got those gifties dropping in the chat. I want to find Hailstorm or Eric, if you guys could find a clip. I want to see what Fox had to say about this situation and how they're treating it. Not that I trust Fox, because I don't, but I want to hear what they have to say about it. Has Trump tweeted about it yet? Or True Socialed about it yet? Has Trump said anything on True Social about it? All right, here, The Hill just talked about it. It's unclear if the user was being facetious or speaking truthfully about their relationship or their relation to one of Trump's jurors. But on their personal page, they describe themselves as a professional shit poster, a term generally referring to trolling on the internet. This is so fucking stupid, dude. This is. Do you? What was the? Was it 4chan, where they got the OK symbol and they made everybody think that was a white supremacy, so the media ran with it. So they were like, "Oh, anybody using that's a white supremacy sign," and the media ran with it because they're so fucking stupid. Wasn't that 4chan that started that? And the media walked right into it. They're like, MAGA supporters and Trump supporters are using the OK symbol as a sign of white supremacy. It's like, dude, you guys don't understand the internet. Understanding the internet is a crucial element to being successful in today's world. And the media does not understand the internet at all. You have to understand the internet in order to not get pulled into shit like that. It's so fucking funny, man. It's so fucking funny. And here goes The Hill. Like, they don't understand what's going on. I'm not scrolling because it's Twitter. You never know. Oh, here we go. All right, here's the first comment. Could be, although I would hope Judge Merchan would vet this before stirring up a shitstorm. This is the guy. This is the guy that said it. This looks like your typical fucking troll. And he literally has released a statement. Oh my God. This is the guy. This is the guy that said his cousin was one of the jurors. This is the guy. Allegedly. This is the guy. Good Lord, man. We are like boomers, man. A bunch of boomers that don't understand the internet right now. All right. Looks like... okay, Fox News. No, I don't want to. Do I have to listen to this advertisement? Probably got to listen to an advertisement. Let's see. Oh, no advertisement? Wow.
Voters from across the country and across the political spectrum about the potential impact former President Trump's felony conviction could have on their vote. Our panel of voters joins us now. Teresa Albano is a Republican from New Jersey. Bernadette Wright is an independent from Georgia. And Andrew McDonald is a Democrat voter from California. He is currently attending college in New York. Thank you all for coming on. We very much appreciate it. I want to put up this poll so we all kind of have a feeling for where we are right now. This is the ABC Ipsos poll. Do you think Trump should end his campaign?
That's not it, though. That's not it. I don't want to hear what those fuckers have to say. Unless they talk about it later?
Don't know. What do you think about those numbers? And 3 Democrats in that article said the following here. Kate Nitty, a lifelong your vote, and some of the people
himself is innocent. He should, push this all the way to the courts and let the courts and our wonderful legal system decide. However, for a lot of Democrats, I understand.
Oh, I got to hear what this guy has to say.
Your vote, and
I gotta
some
hear,
of the people that you might associate with who are also Democrats.
We got to hear this.
As of right now, I can't really say that this sways my opinion on if I'm going to vote or not for Donald Trump, or if I'm going to sway away from Joe Biden. For Trump, I think, if he thinks himself is innocent, he should, push this all the way to the courts and let the courts and our wonderful legal system decide. However, for a lot of Democrats, I understand that, Joe Biden is not a popular president. He's, been hovering at around 35% since he pulled out of Afghanistan. So I understand that.
If you are undecided in the year 2024, if you are undecided on what you think of Donald Trump, you are retarded. I'm a little on the fence on that Trump guy. I need a little more information. I need to find more out about this Trump fella. Never really heard of him until now. I got to do a little research. He's a complete unknown to me.
But I really don't think there's any real smoking gun that the Biden administration was directly involved, corralling the jury to say anything else. And, I don't think another jury, further up in the court system would decide any different than the guilty verdict that he received.
Very quickly, Andrew, what about the trial itself? Do you believe the trial itself was fair, that the judge was fair, that the charges against the former president were fair, that the fact that he had 3 options to be able to convict, was that fair in your estimation?
I will say I was surprised that he was found guilty on all counts. And, of the 4 main Trump trials going to trial, I thought, looking back, that this was the weakest one. But I think that Alvin Bragg did a good job, representing the state of New York. And I think, Trump's lawyers did the best that they could. It came down to the jury, and Trump was judged by a jury of his peers. And if he wants to appeal, then
his peers in Lower Manhattan, his peers. Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
He should appeal. But I think that Trump was. I think it was fair.
Bernadette, a lot of people are worried about the legal system being weaponized. You're an independent. Where do you come down on that?
Okay, so let me say this. The legal system is only weaponized if you feel like people are being treated differently. In this particular case, I will tell you, watching that trial, I felt like Trump actually was provided more liberties than I would have ever been allowed. I would have not been able to stay out of jail for all the times he violated the court orders and everything else. That being said, I feel like they were very lenient on him. I feel like they gave him every single opportunity. I feel like justice did most to do in this particular case. Do I feel like the legal system is being weaponized? Not particularly. Do I feel like maybe he's being persecuted? Yes. But here's the bottom line. If you don't do things to get attacked, you can't be attacked. So if someone says I'm going to go after you, either they're going to make a or
if you don't do things to get attacked, you can't be attacked. You hear that, everybody? You can't be attacked ever. There's no chance you can be attacked. Okay? You can't be attacked. Holy shit.
Evidence exists. Unfortunately, in this case, the jury found out that evidence did exist and they decided to convict on that.
What about the evidence itself, Teresa? Do you think it was fair? Do you think the fact that they took these misdemeanors, these dead misdemeanors, and they electrified them back to life and then strapped them to 3 separate felonies without actually indicting him on those felonies?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is a fair trial. And if the whole double standard.
This is a classic media tactic right here. So they got one person that doesn't like Trump. They got another person that did like Trump. And then they got somebody in the middle who's undecided on Trump. So that's really all that is. I don't even hear from the person that's going to defend Trump because it's all meant to be exactly like that. So that's right here. So this is today the court became aware of a comment that, so this is the article on that. I don't know if we have any video of them covering that. Doesn't look like we have video, so it's just an article right there. But that's all they were doing with that nonsense. That was laughable. Laughable. But thank you, Hailstorm, for letting me know about that. Let me see if we got any videos. There's another one right here. Okay. We still got 2,500 people watching on YouTube and 2,200 on Twitter. We've got 400 on Rumble. Let's go. Shout out to my Kick audience as well. I know Kick gets the least amount of love, but we love Kick because Kick is awesome. Let's see. I'm looking for some clips really quick, but yeah, mainstream's really like as much as they've been obsessed over this story, the mainstream doesn't seem to be jumping on this particular situation right here. And I'm seeing a lot, like, there's just a ton of reaction on it from, like, commentators and things like that on social media. And this is where it comes back to, I just questioned the motives behind this whole thing as to why this was released tonight. And now you're going to get a weekend full of everybody saying that Trump is facing a mistrial. It's very confusing to me. But it is what it is. All right, let me read some super chats really quickly. Let me see. You got me for a member message. Says, hey, Jeremy, heading out for a week-long vacation to Destin, Florida tomorrow. If you've been, any recommendations for the area? Okay, first of all, Destin is fucking beautiful. I love Destin, Florida. I mean, there's a lot of good shops out there. There's a lot of... I don't have any recommendations on particular restaurants because it has been several years since I actually ate at any restaurants there. The beaches are beautiful in Destin, and there's a lot of really good seafood restaurants on the beach. I just don't have any particular names, but I love Destin. Destin's one of the most beautiful areas here. I don't know if Big Kahuna's is still open. Big Kahuna's was a water park that was there, which I've used to go to all the time. I don't know if Big Kahuna's is still open, but if Big Kahuna's is open, and it's a water park there, I highly recommend it. But you'll have a lot of fun in Destin. If I had the money, I'd live in Destin. Destin's fucking awesome, but it's a little pricey there to live. And I'm a simple man from Floribama. FMJHP says Biden is not running shit. Shit is running down Biden's leg. That is true. Let's see. Vault 95 says, people criticize Trump for drone strikes. It's called a rear guard. It protects your military's main body as it withdraws from the battlefield. Drones take the place of the soldiers on the ground. They're going to criticize everything that Trump does because that's just, how they are. David Phillips for 20. Okay. Let's ride my Rigas. You see that? I said it. I said it fast, kind of fast. I didn't overthink it because we didn't want to mess up. Shout out to you, David Phillips, for that 20. Deadfly for 10 says, if Trump goes to jail and loses Secret Service, even for an hour, dude will get Epsteined. That's what a lot of people are worried about. Let's see. Yoki of Sukudo for 10 says, longtime lurker, first time super chat. Love the show. Have to stay usually quiet. My work is full of wokeness, but you're awesome, Jeremy. Thanks for the reminder of sanity out there. Well, thank you for the first super chat. I am honored that you think I'm worth your time and money, and I'm glad that I entertain people and people want to come back and watch the show. Whether you're a lurker, whether you're a commenter, whether you're a super chatter, I appreciate it. It still blows my mind that that anybody watches me. It really does. It surprises me. But I really am. I'm very, very humbled and honored. So thank you. Grand Potato says, hail from Anchorage, Alaska. I want to go to Alaska. I want to go to Juneau, Alaska. I don't know how many of you are aware of Juneau, Alaska. I saw Juneau, Alaska on a show called, this was probably 10 years ago, Hotel Impossible, and they were in Juneau, Alaska. I want to go to Juneau, Alaska. I've never visited Alaska, and I would love to do that one day. Fabrizio says, my girlfriend sent that to see if you'd say that. We watch CobraCast whenever you are on, and my projector in my living room. Much support. You made her night that you read it. Well, no problem, man. I appreciate it. Ira Browers Jr. says, undecided mostly means I will vote for Trump, but not publicly say it most of the time. That's fair. That's fair. Buster Nut Smash for 5 says, the pick that guy had on his account was of GG All In, a dead rock star and a dead rock and roller. Oh, really? Okay. Mozamboni says, not trying to be mean, but repeal the 19th has been sounding like a really good idea for a while, especially after listening to The Independent. Terry for $1, thank you. The Penetrator says, never steal bikes, Trump 2024. The Blind Lawyer says, how many people think that the NYC had Trump as guilty before the hearing started? The jury was corrupt, and now we have a post as ammo to support our position. Vault 95 says, Jeremy, be sure not to confuse Generation Kill with Generation War. Gen War is a 3-part series that is like the German version of Band of Brothers. All worth watching. Start with B.O.B. So he meant Band of Brothers. I think I probably just read it too quick, but he meant, when he said forget Bob, he meant Band of Brothers, but it was abbreviated. So thank you for that. Warren Smith with 5 gifted memberships. Alan, and thank you, Warren Smith. I hope you're doing good, buddy. Let's see. Alan Hines, the energy on FNT gets better every week. Also, did you happen to catch Salty Cracker hit his all-time high of 34,000 live viewers last Sunday? It was legend. I didn't hear about that, but I'm happy to hear about that. Salty's a friend, and I love, what he's doing over there. Hail to the Salty Army. But yeah, Salty Cracker is crushing it, man. I love seeing that. He has been doing awesome stuff. Let's see. Sully is still in the chat. He's really upset. He's really upset about me grifting. I will just say that if you think I'm a grifter, you're right. I just wanted to clarify that. Sorry. I didn't know if I built it up too much, but if you think I'm a grifter, you're probably right. Because we all are grifters. Grifter essentially means somebody that makes more money than me. I was never called a grifter when I didn't have a following and I didn't make money on the internet. I was never. When I had less than 1,000 subscribers, no one called me a grifter. It's amazing how that works. Now I'm a grifter because I make money on the internet. And I say, yes, I am. And I don't mind being called that. I think it's weird that there's so many people that have tried to think that that's an attack, and I take it as a compliment. The day I'm not called a grifter is where I'm like, well, okay, that's a problem. I'm doing something wrong. Salty's on Rumble. Yes, Salty streams on Rumble. Not specifically. I think, does he still do YouTube occasionally? But he primarily is on Rumble, right? I think. Catch up here. All right, we're caught up there. And yeah, so don't let anybody get you up. Like, the internet is full of people that's going to talk shit. Don't get upset about it. You can't take it personal. It's part of it. You're never not going to have people talk shit about you on the internet. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how positive or negative or toxic or not toxic or whatever. You're always going to have that. And I was talking to a YouTuber one time, and he's not in my sphere at all. And he's roughly got like the same amount of subscribers for his world. And this is like not a controversial guy at all. Like, literally not controversial. Covers different stuff than me, and he's not controversial. And we were talking, he goes, how does the negativity affect you? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, the negativity is a little overwhelming sometimes for me. I'm like, you get negativity? The fuck? You don't even do anything. Like, you don't say anything bad. He goes, yeah, the negativity gets a little overwhelming. I'm like, what? Holy fuck. How is that? And I was just like, it was mind-blowing to me that somebody that doesn't cover controversial things and doesn't take controversial stances yet feels the negativity of the internet. And I'm like, wow, it doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You're going to get shit. Couldn't believe it. And then the more and more I talked and we were talking about, I was like, I don't really get that much negativity. Like, I get it on Twitter, but I don't really get negativity. I get some here and there, which is, it's part of it, but I get a lot of support. And that's kind of speaks to like the whole sphere of like the fellowship and the 199 and all of that. Like we just get so much support for people. And maybe it's because I tune a lot of it out, because I used to embrace a lot of the negativity and I used to respond to a lot of it because I think it was fun. But now I just tune it out because it's become where people want me to respond to whatever comment here or there. But Twitter is the source for most negativity from me. Twitter's the most negativity from probably everybody, I think. Like, Twitter is just built to be a negative place. The entire system of Twitter. Like, right now, if I go to Twitter, like, I know that some people want to try to dismiss this. The point is when you quote tweet somebody and you're trying to argue with them, you're quote tweeting so that your followers will help you crush them. That's the point of a fucking quote tweet. Let's not act like that's not what you're doing. You're quote tweeting a negative comment so that other people that follow you will dogpile on the person you're quote tweeting. That's the fucking point. That's what it's designed for. It's built to tell other people to go fuck themselves and to send your followers towards them. That's what it's made for. It's built for negativity. It's designed for negativity. And people need to understand that. But I almost never respond anymore. I used to a lot. Jay's always on me about that. He's like, man, I miss when you used to roast people. But I just can't do it anymore. It drags you down, and it really, really affects you if you get pulled into all of that. So I try not to. I try to stay away from it. We got a new video clip from President Trump right here. He says, I like Elon. Let's hear what President Trump has to say really quick right here. This is from ALX. ALX is a Twitter legend, by the way. Here we go.
And by the way,
Let me turn this up. Hang on. Where's my volume booster? Wait. No. All right. Here we go.
And by the way, I'm a big fan of electric cars. I'm a fan of Elon. And I like Elon, but I like him. And I think a lot of people are going to want to buy electric cars. But if you want to buy a different type of car, you have to have a choice. Some people need to go far. Some people don't want their car built in China. Some people, there are advantages to other. And basically what people have to have a choice. And you know what? You have to have a choice also in education. You're going to have choice in education, and you're going to have choice in what you buy. And that has to do with electric. The electric cars don't go far. And by the way, they're incredible. He does an incredible job with Tesla. And I tell him, I said, and I think he agrees with me, frankly, but you can't. They don't go far. And by the way,
They don't go far. I am not a fan of electric vehicles, but I agree with President Trump. I just think people should have a choice, as long as I'm all about that. Like, I want people to have choices. I don't like that the more choices people have, the better experience they can have the option to have anyway. So again, there's people that will tell me, there's people right now that are in my Rumble chat, and they just straight up won't watch me if I'm not on Rumble. Or they won't watch me if I'm on YouTube, I'll say that. They just won't. They'll be like, hey, Jeremy, I like you, but fuck off. I'm going to watch you on Rumble, or I'm not watching you because I'm not going to YouTube. And I'm fine with that. I totally understand that. I think we're probably going to, as we continue to build up Kick and Twitter, I'm sure we're going to have people that would prefer to watch over there, and it's fine. Like, there's no wrong answer. You watch wherever you feel comfortable. People having choices is something that we have lost in the last several years, as where everything's become streamlined and everything has to be, it's like WALL-E, the movie WALL-E, where we are just being force-fed everything. We don't have choices anymore. And I think people having choices is important. I personally don't like electric vehicles. I don't want to say I'm never going to own an electric vehicle, but as it stands right now, I have absolutely no desire to own. I've never driven a Tesla. I've never sat in a Tesla. I've never done it. So I've never done that. So will I? Maybe one. If anything, I might rent one, but at the same time, I don't like the idea of driving a fucking Tesla on a battery. I don't know. That just doesn't seem. And then you have to go to how long does it take to charge one? So if you're on a road trip, how long does it take to charge a fucking Tesla? Do you have to go and sit there and just set while you're charging the battery, or do you have backup batteries? I don't really know how that works. But I'm not all about that. So maybe one day, but no time soon. Maybe one day, but no time soon. Let's see here. All right. But that was I'm glad Trump and Elon are on the same page now. That I'm very happy about, because for a while they were not on the same page, and now they are on the same page. And I think that's a crucial duo that we need to be on the same page for everything going on right now. Boom. All right. Let's see where we're at. We have Maximus BT says, where are my breeds at? You guys are not going to stop, are you? No. Let's see. Charlatan Parody Man says, Jeremy is bi. Listen, dude. Just because your mother looks like a man doesn't mean I'm bi. All right? I am your father. So get to bed. It's a little too late for you to be in my chat right now, okay? Terry for $2. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Occasionally, I just like to find somebody in the comments saying some shit so I can respond. We had another 20 come in, didn't we? From Elite Neo. Big Kahuna's. Big Kahuna's is still very much open and one of the best water parks on the Gulf Coast. As far as good eats in Destin goes, there's always McGuire's Irish Pub, and say it carefully, Jeremy, Fudd Puckers. That's right. Yes, Fudd Puckers is right there. So McGuire's Irish Pub and Fudd Puckers. And yeah, I'm glad that Big Kahuna's is still open. I really like Big Kahuna's. It's been a long time. But that used to be one of my favorite water parks. So that's really cool. That's really cool that they're still kicking. Lady Gravemaster for 10, taking care of sick kids. Do we think the mistrial possibility is legit or BS? P.S. The amount of people reading in my replies on X is proof thousands of people don't know poo-poo is about Star Wars or the human body. Don't know poo-poo about Star Wars or the human body. So thank you, Lady Gravemaster. I'm sorry to hear about the sick kids. So right now, I am very confused on this entire situation surrounding the mistrial opportunity, because the judge has taken this seriously, and based on the information we have, I don't know why he took it seriously. I also don't think that this judge has already proven that he doesn't care about optics or taking this case seriously, and now suddenly he's taking something that looks to be an internet troll, and he's taking a serious approach to it, which is not consistent with how he's reacted in this whole trial. So the speculation is that maybe he sees the backlash that's happened since the fake conviction of President Trump, and he's trying to backpedal. It's a very confusing situation right now. Mainstream outlets are talking about it. There's reports that we have this person that made the comment, and he's come out and said he's a shit poster. I have to imagine they did their due diligence before they released this publicly. I don't know. It's a very confusing situation, though. It is. Let's see. Charlatan says, I need a membership. See there, that's the kind of person I like to be around here. You talked shit to me, I talked shit back, and you're still here and you want a membership. You're going to fit in nicely here at the Snake Pit, because that's really all. Anytime somebody says something negative to me in the comments, if I see it, I might make a comment back. And if they don't cry like a little girl, then I'm like, all right, you belong here in the Snake Pit. But a lot of times they cry. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that to me. And I'm like, well, you're not going to last here very long. So you might want to go ahead, go to Timcast. All right. They'll take care of you over there. But not here. You're not built. You're not built for this life. Grant Potato says, if you're going to visit Alaska, visit Denali. Is it Denali National Park. Alaska is massive. There's a reason we are the largest state. Yeah, I really want to go. I really want to go. Cattle Dog says, we do a little trolling. We do a little trolling. Zao says, 199 Golden Trump chicken for the win. We actually need to do that. We need to get like golden Trump chickens for member emojis. That would be kind of a good idea, actually. Lord J says, Lord knows I've missed away. He says, China. Say it again, Big D. I'm almost there. And then Terry with the 2. Thank you, Terry, for the 2. Alan Tanasi for 20. Please respond to Merley Pride Month music video that just dropped today. It's the best thing I've seen in a while. Trust me. If it's a music video, I don't want to do anything with that because of copyright. So here's how copyright works on YouTube. And again, if it's copyrighted, I don't know if it is. But if I react to something, then I run the risk of it blocking the stream. And then if the stream gets blocked, I then have to edit out whatever the copyrighted material is. And once that's copyrighted and that's edited out, the video will be put back up. But then the live chat for the replay crew, they don't get to look at the chat. And a lot of people like to see the chat on the replay side. So that's why I try not to do like music and stuff like that. Let me see. Savvy Sue for 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Savvy Sue. Appreciate that. Bone says, I ate at Dick's Last Resort Tuesday. It was great. Yeah, I want to go out to a good seafood restaurant. That's where I want to go. I can't do it this weekend. I have too much going on. And again, I hate that I'm not going to be in Dallas, but it's going to be awesome. Krista's Prince will be there. She's not going to be there, but Jay, Drunk 3PO, will be there. Fear the Beardo, My Nerdy Home. We're going to have Geeks and Gamer. Well, we're going to have the 199 Snake Pit Battalion t-shirts there. We're also going to have these stickers and the Geeks and Gamer stickers. And Krista's Prince will be there as well. So there we go. And look at there. Tribish Tomas just dropped. Say it with me, chat. I need to see those emojis. 50 gifted memberships. Holy shit. And Rob Johnson got one. Rob Johnson is not a hater. All right? Rob Johnson, he can't be a hater. He accepted the membership. Rob Johnson is secretly a fan. Holy shit. Rob Johnson, you just got to... Tribish just exposed you, bro. Rob Johnson got a membership. That means you had to accept it. Rob, just say it. Say MAGA, baby. Come on, Rob. Just say it. Just get it over with. You'll feel much better, Rob. Where's MCU Fan been? I haven't seen him. Lately. But that's crazy. Thank you. Again, 50 gifted memberships is absolutely insane. Holy shit. A pretend fan. There's Warren Smith laughing about it. It is funny. It is very funny because I did not... It's so difficult because when somebody's here that long, though, they probably more than likely are a fan. Gifting, let's see, grifting the gifties. That was Rob Johnson's response. That's a respectable response. Regardless if you're a closet fan, if you're trolling, or if you're really a hater, that's a good response, actually. That makes me think that you are a fan. Because he just said he's grifting the gifties. That makes me think you are a fan. Because a leftist would not be that smart to say that. A leftist would not be that smart. A leftist would be like, I can't be associated with this channel that loves Donald Trump. That's what a leftist would say. So I can't imagine that you're actually a hater. I can't see it. Can't see it. Maybe you are, though. Maybe you are. All right. Are we going to do Fortnite tonight? I don't know if anybody's around to play Fortnite tonight. I don't know if anybody's around. I know Tweetatone really, really wants me to play Fortnite. I just don't know. I don't know if anybody's around. And that's going to be the question. that we have to ask ourselves. Is anybody around? What is this right here? Trish Page for 10 says, just finished watching the All In podcast and then clicked on the Cobra. David Sachs is spot on. Hail. Do they have a pretty, and thank you, they have a pretty big podcast, I think. I remember reacting to their podcast a while back. I want to see if I can find that. All In podcast Trump. I feel like they talked about Trump a while back, and I feel like I reacted to it. There's a lot here, so I don't know if I can, Trump indictment. Yeah, I did. I reacted to these guys a while back. All right,
everybody, welcome to the world's greatest.
No, I don't want to hear that. All right, most popular. So they had Elon Musk on? Wow, okay. So they had Elon. They had Tucker on. They had Vivek on. They had RFK. RFK. Fucking. So I can't find that clip. There was a clip about these guys going around a while back that I reacted to. I do remember that. Sully says, but Jeremy is about the views and not MAGA. I don't know how you come to that conclusion. Sully, if you're that angry, bro, go watch Crowder. He gets more views than me. He's got more money than me. You're a Crowder fan, right? David is friends with Elon. Yeah, Elon did respond to this tweet. So go watch Crowder. He's better than me. He makes more money than me. All right? Go do that. You'll feel much better. Oh no. What is this? Is this real? We're going to react to it. I don't know if this is real or not.
Your junkie son Hunter was begging his dead brother's wife and he got her addicted to crack. What do you have to say about that?
What was that?
Hunter, crack, cocaine. He's a degenerate. Is he ever going to change?
I don't think so. He's trying to work out a serious problem he has.
You're the worst father in the history of fathers. I hope you're proud of yourself, Joseph. Joseph, come back here. Joseph! Joseph!
Oh, Vince. That's awesome right there. I didn't know where that was going. One more time. I had no idea where that was going.
Your junkie son Hunter was begging his dead brother's wife and he got her addicted to crack. What do you have to say about that?
What was that?
Hunter, crack, cocaine. He's a degenerate. Is he ever going to change?
I don't think so. He's trying to work out a serious problem he has.
You're the worst father in the history of fathers. I hope you're proud of yourself, Joseph.
All right, that's really good. That was really good. Holy shit. All right, so we're going to end it there, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of CobraCast is in the books. I really do appreciate all of you for all the support, all the super chats, all the gifted memberships, for the conversations. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching on Rumble. Thank you for watching on Twitter. Thank you for watching on Kick. I'm not guaranteeing I will be going live, but I do want you to subscribe to D-Day Cobra Clips. We're almost at 1,000. All right, we're almost there. All right, let me see if we can pull this up. It's in the pinned post. So D-Day Cobra Clips, we need 53 subscribers. We need 53 subscribers to hit 1,000. Can we get it done tonight? Can we get it done? Game stream. Oh my God, a lot of people want Fortnite. I'll probably end up setting the link up when we do the outro, and then let me see if anybody's available. I don't know if anybody's available, and maybe I'll just run solos. I actually kind of prefer running solos anyway. So fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. We'll play. Okay. So I'll set it up. How many subs are we at? We gained a whopping 2. Nobody fucking cares. So I will set up the stream and I'll run at least some solos, okay? The people want it. The people get it on D-Day Cobra 199. But please subscribe to Clips. I'm going to leave you with Sabaton. Oh, there we go. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Can we be at 1,000? Chat, we're going to find out. We're going to run Sabaton. And then when we get back from Sabaton, we're going to see if Clips is at 1,000. If Clips is at 1,000, I'll play Fortnite. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull that one. If Clips is at 1,000 subs, when Sabaton's over, I'll play Fortnite. Deal? Deal. See you in a few. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. So that means gaming stream is set up, and this is going to rate it. Thank you guys for subscribing to the Clips channel. Really appreciate it. Hailstorm's been putting a lot of time in over there. So if you guys see those videos in the feed, please click on them and watch them. And let's grow that channel up a little bit. But okay, so yeah, this is going to raid D-Day Cobra 199. I'll see those of you over there that want to hang out with me. I'll be live on YouTube. I'll be live on Twitter. I'll be live on Rumble. I'll be live on Kick. So thank you guys. I love you all. Have a great night. Oh, wait. Was there any super chats? Hang on. Make sure I didn't miss any. Shit. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Eric K posted the D-Day Cobra link in the pin. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Have fun in Dallas for all that are going. I think we'll be doing a Geeks and Gamers live stream on the main channel of the Dallas meetup. So stay tuned for that. Love you all. Have a good night. Talk to you later.